Well, good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Salt Lake Center for Spiritual Living. Hey, I have a request before we begin today. We're going to sing a song that I know all of you know, or at least if you don't know, there's just a few lines, a few lyrics, so it's easy to sing. So I want you to sing. I want you to sing with all of you, with all of your soul. Let's sing this song together. My soul is welcome here.
I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. 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 My soul is welcome. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. 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 My soul is welcome.
My soul, your soul, everybody's soul, and all of the rest of parts of you are very, very welcome here. Happy Labor Day weekend, everybody. Thanks for being in town. We're so glad that you joined us here at the Salt Lake Center for Spiritual Living, drove all the way over here to be with us this morning, or are watching us in our virtual sanctuary, wherever you might be. If you're doing that, how about saying hi to us on the messages and tell us where you are? Like, I'm watching from Dallas, Texas, or home in my PJs. Whatever you're doing, let us know. There's no cameras, so you can do that. All right, our practitioners serving in today's service are Lana Cairns, sharing a reading, a time of sacred silence, and then leading us in prayer. And Therrell Hinckley stepping in and holding high watch for us, knowing throughout this service that the best and highest is unfolding as we share this sacred time together. Our center is a spiritual community that teaches a philosophy for daily living based on spiritual principles and practices that are universal among religions. We honor every pathway by which people seek to know and connect with the divine, and we work on our individual consciousness so that we can help make the world a better place. So I invite you all to please join me in saying with feeling our purpose statement. We are an open, welcoming community, celebrating our divinity, loving our humanity, and nurturing our journeys of spiritual discovery. Thank you. Our theme for this month is the power of I am. And Reverend Cindy's talk is called The Adventure of Life. Is this about lifing? We are so blessed to have as our special music today our wonderful singer, songwriter, musician, and awesome human being, Lezlee Monroe. And in case you missed it, Rick Charette is back. Please don't grab his right arm. And we need him to keep doing that PT so he can play his guitar again soon. It is the first Sunday of the month, and that means that following the service, we will have our monthly visioning gathering downstairs, where we join together after a light lunch to listen to and share what comes through us of Spirit's highest vision for our center. If you're unfamiliar with visioning, you've never done that before, we invite you to join us and learn that process because it's a great thing to add to your stash of spiritual practices. All right, do we have anyone visiting us today for the first time? If so, if you raise your hand, we would love to welcome you. Back here, over here. We are so glad to have you with us. More of Cindy's family rolling into town. And Roz is last Sunday with us for a while, right, Roz? It's been great having you with us. So she'll be back. We just are so glad you're here. If you didn't already do this, please pick up some information at our hospitality table. We have a gift to Science of Mind magazine for you. And we affirm for you and everyone here that you'll experience a blessing here this morning. So thank you so much. Our outreach ministry has a new service project. This is kind of last minute because we just got the word about it. This coming Saturday, Granite School District is doing an event for 2.5 hours to assemble weekend meals, hygiene kits, and snack kits for kids in school. It's a great, great program that helps some of our kids who otherwise wouldn't have food, have food to eat over the weekend. There's all the information about it is out on the table, and you can sign up, and Gail will contact you or something, I'm sure. So please consider that. And it is September 1st, which means that in addition to being Myrna's birthday, in addition to that, it is also almost officially the start of fall. And you know what that means. It means new classes. Yes, Shane, and football. So we have some news about youth ministry and 2 exciting adult offerings coming. So starting next week, we will resume having youth ministry the 2nd and 4th weeks of the month. That's down in our classroom downstairs. And did you guys get activity bags for your kids? Okay, great. Great. Thank you, Theryl. You took care of that. So on the Sundays where we don't have youth ministry, we have bags for the kids to help them stay entertained while they're here, because we can be pretty boring sometimes, at least from a kid perspective. So, and we also, not you, not Reverend Cindy's talk, but the rest of, really just when I'm up here. And, okay, so if you feel called to serve in that ministry, we can always use help there. So if you will please see Theryl or Dell Ann, who's not with us, but most of you know her. If you're willing to serve in that way, please let them know. And the first adult offering is a single class on September 11th at noon, and it's called Manifest Your Dream Life Now. And who among us wouldn't love to do that? It is a 2-hour Zoom class that will be led by Kathy Hughes, our board president and an Energy Code certified facilitator. And it will focus on helping all you Energy Code students to take the tools you've learned to the next level. These will be experiential practices to help you work with your body's energy field to eliminate the subconscious interference that keeps you from living your dream life. So more information, as always, out there. So, and on Thursday, September 19th at 6:30, Reverend Cindy will begin the first of the 3-term, 27-week, 9-month class called Advanced Consciousness Studies. This is an incredible class. It provides in-depth understanding of the principles of science of mind. It will also help you to discover the hidden beliefs that keep you from being fully all that you can be, and it will provide the opportunity to fully experience your oneness and to embrace all of life. There is one prerequisite for this class. You must have taken foundations in order to take it. And this class is the first of 2 9-month classes that are required to become a professional practitioner. And you can take the class without wanting to become a professional practitioner, but it will just take your growth to the next level. It will be online and in person. Hopefully it won't be on person. Anyway, you can register for those classes and learn more about our center at our website, spirituallyfree.org, where you can also sign up for our newsletter, do a prayer request, ask a question, find out what's happening and all of that. I want to say that thanks to Shemaine Charette, who has been very busy, our website has a wonderful new look, and it's become more user-friendly. If you haven't been there for a while, I encourage you to please check that out. There will be more changes to come because we're always in flux, but I hope that you will take the time to do that. And remember, our website is always the place with the latest information. So it's there 24/7. All right. You can also do all that at our hospitality table outside, which always has the latest information, and better than the website, it has our hospitality team to help you and answer any questions. So please check that out. I remind you it's not too late to sign up for the election intention. It's a great thing. You just get a brief phone call every morning with a meditation to help us become centered and recognize our oneness as we approach the election coming in November. So join us in helping to know the highest and best, and that there is oneness, and the divisions in our country are let go, and we just become diverse, not divided. So, all right. As I always do, I remind you our center was founded on, and it is grounded in prayer. And we have a whole team of professional practitioners who are trained in the art and science of affirmative prayer and are always ready to pray with you. There will be a couple of them across the hall in the practitioner room after the service. If you would like an in-person prayer, you can also submit one on the website or at the table outside. So please take advantage of that, especially if you're facing any challenges in your life. All right, so now I invite you all to allow the beautiful centering music to connect you with the spirit that lives within you, and let it open our hearts so we're ready to receive Lana's reading, the sacred silence, and her prayer.
Is open, love moves through me. My mind is open, peace moves through me. God is the stillness deep in my mind. God is the love that beats my heart. My heart is open, love moves through me. My mind is open, peace moves through me. God is the stillness deep in my mind. God is the love that beats my heart. God is the stillness
from Living the Science of Mind. Be yourself. We often think we have to pattern our lives around the lives of others. But our personality, no matter how winsome it may be, or how convincing, or how dominant, is more than a mask we wear. It is a manifestation of an inner hidden principle, a divine spark within us, which uses both the mind and the body for its own self-expression. Personality is the flowering of the spirit within us, the coming forth of a secret relationship that we all hold to God. The people who have been most completely influenced the human race throughout the ages are those who we have known and have known this belief. They are the ones who have had the deepest feeling of the divine presence within them. Personality is not an external thing. For everything we do and say and think, and everything that we appear to be outward, is always the result of some hidden fire burning at the center of our being. Some divine reality which we did not create, but which we may discover. So it is in this silence that we feel that presence of one, that presence of life affirming itself through us. So I know that I am that which I am, that there is one life and that life is mine. And so I am so grateful that I know this. I'm so grateful of this beautiful, sunny, yet chilly day. I'm so grateful for the center of spiritual living here in Salt Lake, a place that I can go to that reaffirms my belief about myself. So I'm grateful for everybody here putting on this experience, dedicating their time, their abilities, their creativity, in order for us to feel that presence of spirit within. So I'm so grateful for this. So I realize in this one knowing that there is just this presence. We call it many names. We call it God. We call it love. I call it peace. I call it the one, the way, the Tao. And this one life, this one presence of love, of abundance, of generosity, of beauty, of nature, of creativity, is alive and well within everything I see and experience. So I know that one life is moving through me now as I speak, that my words, my thoughts, my deeds, all are steeped from that one source. And so if that is the case for me as Lana, as an ambassador of spirit on this planet, I know this is the same for everyone here in this room, virtually, wherever you may be, that that source of that one life is moving through you now as well. So that one life that moves through me, through spirit, is moving through everybody here today. And so I just bless this moment that we have to connect within, to connect with one another, to enlarge our hearts, to walk into this fall with vibrancy, with vitality, celebrating the I am that I am. So I bless Reverend Cindy, knowing she gives a superb talk, that she is divinely guided in her mission and her vision of here, of service. I bless Raj, the technical team, the musicians, everybody. Reverend Linda, who's here, Myrna, who does our visioning. We have so many great, talented people here at our center. And I bless everyone here and in the virtual world. And so together with one heart, we simply say, and so it is, amen.
Thank you, Lana. Boy, I have to confess I feel a little naked up here without my guitar.
We can find something for you to.
So grateful to have this wonderful, talented group around me. I love this song, and I'm so happy to share it. I think it fits well with the theme this month. I invite you to sing along. It's a fun song. I give the gift I am.
By Rick Charette.
I have often walked the bad dog in my head. I gave him bones to pick, but he picks on me instead. I toss him dreams to fetch so I can get ahead. The mud just hides them in a hole or rips them all to shreds. But there's an angel singing at the bottom of my soul. She tames that mangy mud when I let her take control. Opens the blinds in my mind to let some light in. I heed the call, it's his own, God is smiling. As I give the gift I am. My heart, my soul, my hands. I see the light from a higher sight. Yeah, I give the gift I am. And I've been beat up by that bully in my brain. He likes to put me down, call me ugly names. He knows the things I want to do to feel to claim. He says, who do you think you are? And pulls them down the drain. But there's an angel singing at the bottom of my soul. She calls that bully out when I let her take control. Opens the blinds in my mind to let the light in. And standing tall, I heed the call. The good is coming. As I give the gift I am. My heart, my soul, my hands. I see the light from a higher sight. Yeah, I give the gift I am. So I forgive this foolish use of this good mind. I leave the bully and the bad dog far behind. Unleash the love, the light, the joy, let it shine. Embrace this heaven on earth and see my stars align. 'Cause there's an angel singing at the bottom of my soul. It is my own voice ringing and I let it take control. In the blinds in my mind, let some light in. Standing tall, I heed the call. God is smiling as I give the gift I am. My heart, my soul, my hands. I see the light from a higher sight. Yeah, I give the gift I am. The gift I am. The gift I am. The gift I am. I'm so grateful for this influence, this light that's in our midst, in my band. Such a wonderful talent and soul, wonderful songwriter. And this is one of my favorite songs. I probably have about 10 of them. So let's hear it.
I have about 20
Please.
of my favorites of yours.
Give a great round of applause. Lezlee Monroe.
Okay. So this is a song that features some pictures that I acquired from some spiritual retreats I went on over the years with the Life Awaken to Life Mastery program at the Impact Trainings. So we have some picture accompaniments. And I can't remember his last name, Scott. I'll remember it by the end of the program, but Scott played flute on this one.
Wow. Thank you, Lezlee. Beautiful. And you're such a fantastic photographer. Don't we have talented people in this room? Yes. Well, welcome to September. How did that happen? A blink of the eye, and all of a sudden, here it is. Well, this month, you've heard, it's the power of I am. And my talk title today is The Adventure of Life. And I'll get into it in a minute. First, I want to talk about my inspirational book of the month. And it is called I Am the Word. This is the book. The hospitality team has it out there. If you're interested, you don't have to buy it, but if you want to follow along with what I'm talking about each week, you can do so. I have a warning, though. This is not a light and fluffy book. This is like like a piece of fudge. It's very dense in a great way. Also, when you're reading it, I want you to know that it's written from the masculine. It's all about man. Now, I know in my mind how to switch that out. When they say man, I know it's man and woman. It's all of us, humankind, yes, right? Also, in this book, I don't know how many times it uses this word, but it talks about Christ consciousness and Christ. Now, I know that for some people, that's a very comfortable word. And for others, it's not a comfortable word. So if you swap out Christ for divinity or divine, you got it. All right? I just want to give you some guides to this book. What I noticed immediately, and I read it many, many moons ago, when I noticed digging back into it, is it's in alignment with everything that we talk about here. It's in alignment with what we've talked about, the Dr. Sue book that we used as inspiration. It's in alignment with everything that we talk about, and it's so in alignment with Ernest Holmes. So I know that if you do pick up this book, you will enjoy it. Just take it with a grain of salt with those things that I pointed out. So, back to the adventure of life. I feel like I've had a pretty adventurous life. I've traveled. I've moved, I don't know, how many times? 1,000,000 times, Mom? Moved a lot. When I was a kid, moved a lot as an adult. Met a lot of people. Had some very interesting jobs. Met stars in Hollywood and all kinds of things. But I'm not talking about that kind of adventure. The adventure that I want to talk about is the adventures of the unknown. The adventures of everyday life. And the adventures of our internal life, our soul. The truth of who we are and what we're doing here. So, last weekend I was gone. Lana did a fabulous job. Thank you. And Brent and I were in Denver, and we started off with a little adventure of hiking. And I did things I haven't done since I was a little kid. I climbed a tree. Not that far high up off the ground, don't worry. There's a picture to prove it. We had to walk over a place where there was water, and you had to walk on the rocks to get to the other side. I actually put my feet in the river. It was glorious. And the adventure for me wasn't so much how beautiful it was, although it was quite stunning to be in Denver, outside of Denver, in the mountains on this pathway. The adventure for me was to notice those places in my soul that have been missing nature, because I've been telling myself a story about aging. I've been telling myself a story that I can't, that I better not, I better stay safe. And here I was actually doing some things that I loved to do as a child. So that was my adventure. My adventure was what was on the inside that was being denied or forgotten. The other part of that weekend was we were there actually for a conference. We went to go see Greg Braden and Bruce Lipton. And I can tell you this. I've followed Bruce Lipton for at least 20, 25 years. And Greg Braden for at least, 15 to 20 years. In fact, Greg Braden was one of my teachers in ministerial school that we had to take a class from him at Agape. And it's been many years since I've seen them in person. But this is what I noticed right away, is everything that they were bringing to the table, all the science to prove spirituality, is what I already know. It's what I know as a woman of faith. It's what I know as a woman of God. But here are these scientists showing us the proof that God is within. Ernest Holmes says it over and over in our Science of Mind book. It was profound because I heard it in a different way. And I'll start with how they spoke about divinity. So all the secrets of life are held within superconsciousness or human divinity. I love our mission statement because we acknowledge our humanity. In our humanity is precisely where divinity lies. See, sometimes we just say, oh, it's just humans being humans. No, it's within our humanity is where we live a divine life. So this divinity is the source of our power. They have proven it scientifically that our DNA is coded and encoded with the proof that God eternal is within the body. I'll say that again because it blew me away. In our DNA, in the strands of our DNA, they have proven that God eternal is within these bodies, these vehicles that we use to get around in this world. This is exactly what Ernest Holmes has been saying before the proof of science. Now, I'm still happy saying I'm a woman of faith, but I don't really have to say that because there's actually evidence. There's actual evidence. If you're interested, you go online and look up their work and you'll see it. I didn't bring the slides that they have of the strands of DNA and how they came to that conclusion. That's not what I'm here to do. But I want you to know that every day we have the opportunity for this adventure, for us to know who we are. Every day we have lifing for us to remember who we are. So, the challenge that comes is that we have this programming. It happens when we're still in the womb. Until we're 7 years old, we're sponges and we soak up the programming. They showed us the image, actually a video of a life still in utero, and the parents were fighting. And you could actually see this little embryo jump when the voices were raised. Everything that is done in the young one's life is soaked in and programs us. And even if we're not aware of it, it's that programming that gets stuck in our subconscious that develops our life moving forward. Unless we take responsibility and say, hey, this is my life. I don't like the way it's going, and I want to reprogram myself in a different way. So, Krishnamurti said, as long as the mind clings to a belief, we are in prison. So these beliefs that we get when we're so young, these are the things that drive our lives. And a lot of times these beliefs are not correct. It's someone told you something, a teacher, a relative, someone across the street that had a different belief system than you did, and said, no, this is the way it is, or you should be this, or you should do that. No. We get to reprogram ourselves. In fact, when it comes to DNA, Bruce Lipton has talked about this in his studies of epigenetics. DNA does not have an on and off switch. We've been told that over and over. The truth is, our minds are the architect of our life. Isn't that what we talk about here? Change your thinking, change your life. Change your thinking, change your life. Bruce Lipton's work has been dedicated to proving this through the study of DNA, genetics. So if you have any doubts and you want scientific evidence, because I know sometimes our minds want that, it's right there. His first book is called Biology of Belief. It's profound. It's maybe 25 years old or something like that. This is a scientist that worked at Stanford who decided that the universities that he taught upcoming doctors the same thing over and over about genetics, he decided, I can no longer teach kids this, young people this. It's just not true anymore. It's not valid. So he left. He left that gig and moved into other ways of being. He talked about, he started off teaching about this genetics, and he realized when he looked at his life, it wasn't all that great. So 28 years ago, he said, you know what? I'm reprogramming myself. I can't be preaching this and not doing this. And he did this, and he ended up meeting the love of his life, and he's been in a relationship ever since. And he said every day is a beautiful adventure with his wife. So, a quote from this wonderful book. I am the Word. I want you to really think about this because there's some questions in this paragraph that I'm pulling out. Now ask yourself this. Am I willing at this time to engage myself fully in a process of transformation that may require me to release beliefs that I have held to be true? Am I willing now to engage in a process that will ask me to recognize my fear and absolve it from its path by releasing it completely to the divine? Am I willing now to be on a path of radical change that will leave me naked and resplendent in my frequency and without tethers to the past that no longer are serving me? Am I willing now to go on a journey with the divine of realizing myself as the child of God made manifest that I am intended to be? If you say yes to this, we will encourage you to read forward. That's just a paragraph from the prologue. If that catches your attention, go ahead and get the book and follow along from week to week. So here's a question, a little bit about adventure. Have you ever gone on vacation? And yes, Michael's like, I just went on vacation. Have you ever gone on vacation and you come back energized, and about 3 days into being back, that energy just like dissolves and dissipates? Right? Oh, I know, it's happened to me. In fact, when I did the AIDS Life Cycle 7-day ride, we called it the love bubble. And a couple days after not being in the love bubble and being out in the, quote, real world, it was like, ooh, I feel depressed. I'm not up anymore, I'm just down, right? So, since words are always programming our consciousness, we need to change the script so that we can always be that energized, like we just came back from Hawaii. Like we just came back from Denver or from wherever you've been. See, that energy isn't just in that place. That energy is you and me. It's who we are. And if we're out in the world and we're feeling energized, then we get to bring that into our everyday life. So that's the adventure of everyday life that I want us to have. So, the universe is very literal. Lana did a lovely meditation this morning where she did affirmations. I am strong. I am that I am. I am love, right? But how many times do we say, I am tired, I am sick, I am broke, I am all these things that we don't want those words to create our life, but yet we say them over and over again. Something that I learned this weekend, which was profound for me, because I've been using affirmations for a long, long time. And what these guys said are, since the universe is so literal, we need to script it a little differently, and I'll get into that in a minute so that we can all have really powerful affirmations. Because what I wanted to do is give you some, maybe 5 ways to reprogram yourselves, because that's what we're doing here this month. That's what we're always doing in here, whether you know it or not. Right? I know that as a young metaphysician, I remember when I first graduated as a practitioner, like 20 years ago, someone came up to me and said, so how do you do that? How do you reprogram yourself? And I explained, they wanted to know, really, how do you change your thinking? We say it in here all the time. And I explained the analogy of a record. That dates myself, yes. On a record, if you play the same song over and over, it gets deeper in the grooves. And if you're playing the same record of I Am Tired, that groove is nice and deep. It's really hard for the little needle to come out of that groove. So you get to create new grooves for yourself. And I've done that. I've done it for over 20 years. It doesn't mean that I don't have more reprogramming to do. I always do. I am a work in progress. And when I notice things, I can catch it and say, oh, yeah, that's not what I want to create my life from. So here are some ways to get deeper grooves in your programming. First of all, empowering questions. If you find yourself stuck thinking these same things time after time, maybe it has to do with finances, like when am I ever going to be financially free? When am I not going to struggle anymore? Whatever the thing is that you feel stuck in. You want to ask yourself questions that are really going to empower you, like, is there something else I could be doing that serves my intention? Is there something else I could be thinking that serves my intention? How can I be more courageous in this moment? How can I be more open? What is trying to birth as my life? Is there a better feeling thought than this? If you ask yourself those questions and come up with those answers, I guarantee you, you can start creating those new grooves. Notice something. I didn't say why. Why is typically not an empowering question. It goes into a loop that keeps you in that loop, right? So, the next one, number 2. You want to be in coherence with your heart. This was a little exercise we did last weekend, and I've done it many years ago. Heart Math Institute. They're in Santa Cruz. And when I was with Heart Space Teachings, we had them come out and talk to us. They've been doing this work for years. And they teach heart coherence. So I'm going to ask you to play with me for just a moment so that we can do this together. I want you to close your eyes. Inhale to the count of 4. Hold it for just a second, and now exhale to the count of 6. One more time, inhale to the count of 4. Exhale to the count of 6. Now I want you to think of something you're grateful for. Just one thing. Doesn't matter if it's big or small. Grateful for life, for your spouse, for your child, for your dog. Now with that gratitude, breathe in to the count of 4. Let that gratitude come to your heart and breathe out to the count of 6. Now this time we're adding something else. You're going to breathe in as if your heart is breathing. Breathe in through your heart. Feel the gratitude and exhale through your heart. Pretend like your heart is breathing. Breathe in through your heart. And exhale through your heart. One last time. Breathe in through the heart. And exhale through your heart. Wonderful. This is a simple technique. It's called quick coherence. Do this every day. Just for 1 to 3 minutes. This is profound if you want to change your programming. The next one is change your routine. I know I'm a creature of habit. There's certain things that I do in a certain way. Sometimes it drives my wife crazy. And you know what? We do get stuck in a rut. So this is my challenge. If you are normally an introverted person, kind of shy, you don't necessarily want to go meet new people, my challenge is for you sometime today. I'm not going to make you do it now because I see you're already wincing here. Sometime today, go up to someone you don't know and just say hello. Maybe have a question in your pocket for them, like, hey, what do you do? Or if you never had to worry about money again, what would you do? Just ask them a question. Now let's say that you're not introverted, Shane. No. And you have no problem talking to new people, to strangers. This is what I want you to do. I want you to really listen. Maybe you're in conversation with someone and you don't have to sit there and think about what you're going to say next. You just really listen. You give them all your love and all your attention and all your focus without having to say a word. Change your routine. It could be something in your daily routine too. Maybe you've been doing your spiritual practice at the end of the day. Switch it up. Do it in the morning. Maybe if you do it in the morning, do it at night. Maybe if you've only been doing it once a day, do it twice a day. Maybe you've been doing it for 10 minutes and you want to double it. Go to 20 minutes. Change your routine. It's a great way to do reprogramming. The next one I have for you is affirmations. And like I said, the universe is very literal. And what I found out is there are 3 things that we want to pay attention to when we're writing our affirmations. First of all, we want them to be declarative. We all know that we want them to be in the now moment. We don't do an affirmation of, someday I'll feel good. That's not it. It's in the now moment. We know that. But you want it to be declarative. You want it to be action-oriented. And you want it to have a resolution or a conclusion. So, for example, I am whole, healthy, and filled with vibrant energy for walking my dogs, riding my bike, and enjoying all the activities that bring me joy and happiness. So, feel the difference between just I'm whole and healthy? I'm being more precise, more exacting. This is really what I want. This is what I'm affirming. That I have energy to do all those things that I love to do. In fact, it was just yesterday that when I was writing at my desk, I was getting up to go take the dogs out, and my knee was killing me because we've been hiking and doing a lot of stuff. And I had to put all of this to work for myself. I feel so much better today. I feel so much better because I was doing this affirmation for myself. Now, there's still more work to do. I get that. But if you saw me walking yesterday compared to today, you'd see the transformation that's happened. The next one is we want to access the subconscious. Now, I have spoken till I'm blue in the face about Dr. Sue Morter, and I'll keep doing it because she gives you tools and methods and practices to open the trap door in your mind where the subconscious thoughts reside, that programming resides. So whether it's breath work or yoga, whether it's meditations or hypnosis, it's great to listen to something powerful when you're falling off to sleep. If there's something going on that you want to reprogram, find a recording. You can find it online. I found some amazing decluttering programming that I send my clients that I work with. And I tell them every day, before you go to sleep, just turn this on. If you fall asleep, that's fine. There's going to be that moment before you fall asleep that's where the programming is just going to take hold. So there's 5 ways there that you can do reprogramming. Thomas More said, soul making is a journey that takes time, effort, skill, knowledge, intuition, and courage. It is helpful to know that all work with the soul is a process. Alchemy, pilgrimage, and adventure. So that we don't expect the instant success or even any kind of finality, because we're living. Life is lifing, right? So I want you to take those 5 ways and work with them this week. I'm going to finish with a quote from Ernest Holmes. He said, "We cannot live without adventure because there is a pressing against us the dynamic force of that which paints the sunset and causes the soft glow of the evening twilight, sings in the birds and plays in the child, announces itself through each of us, and proclaims itself at the level of our recognition of it. Every person is an inlet to the divine." Let's pray. take in another one of those heart breaths through your heart. Breathe in through the heart, gratitude for this day, and exhale through the heart. How grateful I am. Grateful for this beautiful community. Grateful for our sanctuary. Grateful for all the people that have come here for years and years and years, and our new friends. Grateful for these amazing teachers that have written these books of wisdom that we get to learn from, remember from, know from. And most grateful to know that there is only one power, one presence. It doesn't matter what you call it, whether you call it God, Allah, the way, Hashem, Yeshua, the force, energy, the field, the divine matrix. So many names, so many faces, and yet only one. This oneness is in and through everything, in through those magnificent rivers and trees, rocks and mountains, in through the hum of the air conditioning, in through those beautiful musical notes. It's just everywhere. In the universe, in the nebula, in the stars, in the sun, in the moon. And knowing that we are one and the same, our DNA proves it. There's only one thing happening here. It's God, God, and only God. It's in our cells, in our atoms. It's in my voice, through my thinking, through my circumstances, through my joys, through my griefs, through everything that is happening in my life. And I know the same is true for everybody in this room. You can never be separate from it. You are it. I can never be separate from it. I am that I am. So knowing that truth, I claim and know for whatever is your heart's desire in this prayer field, this prayer vortex, the answer is always yes. For peace on the planet, for abundance of health, wholeness, wealth, energy, vitality, the answer is yes. And I ask you to say your name silently in the name of your beloveds that you want prayer for, people that are going through things that are asking for prayer. Go ahead and put it into the field. Cindy. Just keep those names coming. And for our beloved Hildreth that has gone through something that is already healing itself through her body. I hold all our beloveds in this community, in this prayer field, knowing that the universe always says yes, yes, yes. So I am thankful for answered prayer. I'm thankful to know that before we even started praying, the answer was yes. And for this yes, I just once again say how grateful I am that this prayer transmission always works 100% of the time. We allow the spiritual laws to do what they do. They just work. It's been proven over and over again. So we release it. We release it. We release it. We let it go. We let it feel good as we experience our answered prayer right in this moment. Say with me, and so it is. Amen. Ashe.
I am so blessed. I am
So our ushers are going to come around the room.
I am so grateful.
First thing I want to say is thank you thank you all. Whether you give every month or every week, whether you give a check or cash, we are grateful for all of it so that we can have this wonderful space and place, so we can have this wonderful music program, so that we can do things like uplift our website thanks to Shemaine. Like we can do things like have guest musicians and speakers and events. Thank you. Thank you for all of it. We appreciate all of you and how you show up and what you can do. It makes a difference. And by the way, the difference that you make, we get to put those funds back out into our community. So it feels so good to give that money away, to do good work on this planet with those funds that you give us. So thank you. Thank you, Sue. We're going to bless the offering by outstretching our hearts through our hands and repeat after me. I am so blessed. We are so blessed. We give from the overflow, and we know it comes back multiplied abundantly. We are so blessed. And so it is. Thank you.
Shines upon my face. All that
let's hear another tune from Lezlee Monroe. And this one's one of my favorites, too.
I've got a whole songbook of Lezlee Monroe.
I can say the same with these guys. Their songs are awesome. Okay, this is called Love Is Who I Am.
When the shadow of the mountain falls upon me while I'm climbing, I shine because love is who I am. Any season, day or hour, like moonlit like a flower, I bloom because love is who I am. Love is who I am. Simply love. There's a light in your eyes, shining straight from your heart, 'cause love is who you are. eyes, because love is who I am. When the mirror's standing near me, I can see it oh so clearly. Then I smile, because love is who I am. Love is who I am. Simply love. There's a light in your eyes, shining straight from your heart, 'cause love is who you are. Love is who I am. Love is who we are. Love is who I am. Love is who we are. Love is who I am. Love is who we are. Love is who I am. Love is who I am. Simply love. There's a light in your eyes, shining straight from your heart, 'cause love is who we are. When the world is in commotion and I see beauty in motion, I am free, because love is who I am. I love, because love is who I am.
Lezlee Monroe. Awesome. Reverend Cindy, thank you. It's amazing to see how transformation happens when we pay attention. Changing our routine, changing as if we were on vacation all the time. Everything is new, right? Every new experience. And that does something to us humans, to see and feel and be in a place that's different. And we can be in a different place here, too. I would suggest that you not wait to try to reprogram or change your routine. Otherwise, you can break your shoulder while you're riding a bike, and it forces you to change your routine. Doing everything with your non-dominant hand, trying to get your pants on in the morning. It's wonderful. I'm so grateful, actually, for this experience. It feels a little bit twisted for me to say that as a human being, but as a spiritual experience, it is marvelous. I'm resting. I'm changing my routine, and I can see the blessing in this. So thank you. Thank you for that. Don't forget the visioning that happens every month. It's on the first Sunday of every month. We do it downstairs. It's great. Share a light lunch together and do that visioning process. It works. So please do that. Know that if you want a prayer with a practitioner, they're available right across the hall there, right after service. Let's stand and sing our closing song. That's the great, powerful I Am song. I am as God created me.
in the light and the love and the glory, in the light and the love and the glory, in the light and the love and the glory, I am. In the light and the love and the glory, in the light and the love and the glory, in the light and the love and the glory, I am. I am as God created me, in the light, in the love, in the glory. I am as God created me, in the light, in the love, in the glory. In the light and the love and the glory, in the light and the love and the glory, in the light and the love and the glory, I am. In the light and the love and the glory, in the light and the love and the glory, in the light and the love and the glory, I am. I am as God created me, in the light, in the love, in the glory. I am as God created me, in the light, in the love, in the glory. In the light and the love and the glory, in the light and the love and the glory, in the light and the love and the glory, I am. In the light and the love and the glory, in the light and the love and the glory, in the light and the love.